how important in that race would it be to pass the infrastructure bill in the House and or have an agreement on the larger bill? How do you think it would impact that race?
Well, Ryan, I can tell you somebody's been out stumping for Terry and the whole ticket and the House Democrats in Virginia. The issue that is brought up the most is the infrastructure bill, from business folks to moderates to some of the most progressive. And to my progressive friends in the House, one of the things I kind of scratch my head on is not only is this infrastructure bill once in 50 years on traditional pieces of infrastructure, but the kind of progressive goals in the infrastructure bill, $65 billion for broadband, making sure every American gets access to high-speed, affordable broadband, $47 billion for resiliency. That is at the heart of dealing with some of the climate change initiatives around whether it be shoreline flooding, which we've got in Hampton Roads or Louisiana, or dealing with other components of climate change. $85 billion, the vast majority of which in the energy sector is about clean energy, smart grid, electric vehicles, electric buses. These are goals that in any prior administration, just in the energy sector, in the infrastructure bill, Democrat or Republican administration, would be viewed as very forward-leaning. So, yeah, would it help Terry McAuliffe and all Democrats to give the president that win and show we can still get a major bipartisan piece of legislation done? It will definitely help. But the biggest thing that Terry McAuliffe has done, then you always view these things through your own personal eyes. I had a tough race in 2014. I probably didn't wake up to how challenging it was going to be getting voters out back in 2014 until about 2.5 weeks out from the election. What Terry's done differently for me is I think he realized this was going to be a challenge, an off year in Virginia about 5 weeks ago. So bringing in the cavalry in terms of all of these figures in the Democratic Party to campaign really up our getting out the vote effort. Terry's going to win, and the best evidence of that is not only the personal energy he brings to every race, but also just looking at the early vote numbers, which have ticked up dramatically the last few days.